And welcome back to day 2. We are still stuck in the hotel room because the weather today, well, not as good as I was really hoping for, right? So currently what we are working with is, well, we've got some IFR-ish or marginal VFR kind of all around where we are right now in Tennessee. It's good over here, it's good over there. It's not so great along the route we want to go up to Indianapolis, and then there's like a hurricane that's parked pretty much directly over Chicago and towards Appleton and Oshkosh. Kind of a bummer. You can kind of see if you zoom out though and you throw on the air vent levels that, yeah, it's probably best to just kind of deviate mostly to the left here to where they're reporting 10 and clear. And all this stuff is ceilings like overcast 1000 right now, overcast broken 800, broken 1400. So looking at TAFs and things, well, this stuff should lift and get better as the day goes on. Eventually broken 2200 and then scattered 5000. So we're going to go have breakfast, take our time, relax a little bit, and hopefully this stuff will lift. We could do it IFR, but, you know, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of, you know, for learning. So we're going to do it VFR, and we're going to wait till we get at least like a 3,000 foot ceiling just for, you know, kind of like teaching good habits and stuff. So, yeah. And then pretty much this is all due to, I mean, it's not so bad down around here right now. This is the latest surface prog, but the problem we've got is just not much going on. Lots of warm, moist air at summertime, and then these just slow moving, lazy fronts that are causing all these problems. This is 8 a.m. local, and currently it is 9:15 a.m. If we fast forward here to 2 p.m. local, we can see that, yeah, it'd be probably good to kind of deviate a little bit to the left. And I was really hoping to go over the lake and around Chicago to get that awesome skyline view. We may just go ahead and come around this way and try to avoid all those thunderstorms. Then by later on this evening when we'll be getting there, it should be doable, or we'll be sitting somewhere around here and then hop the rest of the way in tomorrow.
Got you loud and clear. Do you remember your noise canceling?
I did. I
Nice.
heard you mutter that under your breath. I was like, okay.
Knoxville Downtown Island Airport. Automated weather observation 1636 Zulu. Wind 260 at 9 knots. Peak gusts 14 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition broken at 3000. Broken at 3,600. Broken at 4,200. Temperature 30 Celsius. Dew point 24 Celsius. Altimeter 3005 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 30.
I didn't get the temperature, but
zero.
because I was listening for something.
We'll go ahead and just
Be
listen
advised,
one more time
Downtown
here.
Island Airport's common traffic advisory frequency is 126.6.
Not that it's terribly important, but it's a good idea to have it just to give you an idea for how the airplane's going to perform.
Temperature 30 Celsius. Dew point 24 Celsius. Altimeter 3005 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 3005.
Cool. 3005. There. Runway 26 will be best. Kids.
Cool.
It's coming from 25.
Awesome. And we can look here at the map as we're taking off. Game plan, obviously, is to go kind of north, right?
Okay.
And our best bet to avoid those towers would be straight north of here, but if we take off 26 and make the right turn, we might want to take like a 020 heading or something like that. Would ensure that we're going to probably stay clear of that. And there's no airspace to really worry about. Yeah, so I'd say a 020 heading up until, you know, at least for the first 5 minutes or so. That'll get us up to this clear area here, where we just have to be concerned with staying clear of towers, clear of clouds.
When do I turn for 020?
As soon as you hit 500 feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Just stay clear of those towers.
Altimeter is set. Lights beacon as required. No call on ground. Brakes release.
Yep. If you wanted a better plan to avoid those towers, one thing you could do is take off, fly left traffic as you normally would, and then just depart from basically a base leg, right? So you could just fly left crosswind, left downwind climbing, left base, keep on climbing. That'll keep you even further clear of the towers.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Okay. Runway 26 is behind us.
Yeah, we don't have to actually get too crazy fast here. No big rush.
Take a veer to the right, run up area.
Exactly. And the wind seems to be strong enough, today, so we could probably veer to the right here and then swing her back around to the left.
Okay.
Try to aim into the wind, then we'll just leave ourselves enough room that we can swing back to the right again, to check final before we take off. Yeah, maybe a little, here's fine, or a little further up, so we would leave room for other aircraft coming behind us, so maybe hang to the right for a little longer here. And then swing her back around to the left into the wind. Yeah. And then we got plenty of room to be able to turn back to a 45 to check for traffic on final before we depart later on. Yep, just keep swinging her into the wind. Just let her get rolling. Unfortunately, it's not like a tail wheel. It's, you can't spin it around. You just have to kind of let the set turning radius do its job.
Like that? Even
Yeah, look at the windsock and put your nose into the wind. Pretty much right down this line here would be good. Perfect. That'll work.
Okay. Would you want to stick that up on the dash?
Sure thing.
For takeoff wheel, nose wheel strain, brakes hold set, throttle 1000. Go selector valve on both. Check flight controls. Trim tab neutral. Very rich. Throttle 1700. Ignition.
Oh, nice and rough mag. Just give it a sec here.
What are you doing? Was it running?
I thought that was kind of rough, but so remember you're checking for roughness, you're also checking for drops. We're at 1700, so go ahead and check the mags again. That's about 120, 150 drop.
Okay.
Now check the other one. And back to both.
That didn't budge.
Check it again. It budged a little bit, it's 50. The other one was about 150, so not so thrilled with the 150. So we're just going to sit here for a sec. Yep, exactly. Holding that yoke back, keeping those feet on the brakes, adding a little bit of power in here. Running this thing as lean as we possibly can. Just trying to burn off the lead and stuff and anything that's fouled off the plugs.
Do you have to do this a lot?
No, not too much if you lean properly, as you're coming in and everything. I don't know that we necessarily ran it too rich yesterday, but must have at some point, for it to pick up some sort of lead.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of Lycoming engines, Continentals too, really. All right, go ahead and check that.
You dropped a little bit below.
There, we'll try that. Much better. And check the left one. Much better. All right, I'm happy with that. Feels safe to me.
Carb heat. Top cycle. So we're checking manifold pressure and RPM.
Yep. Then just give it time to recover. Good.
Now we're checking drop in oil pressure. Move slightly. Now we're checking oil splatter.
Yep. No oil on the windscreen. Pretty good. Excellent.
Engine instruments, check green section. They are all on the green. Flight instrument set, I'm gonna do that afterwards. And then idle, then 1000. So I'm looking at 27. No, 17. Nope. 24, that's 180.
What's west? How many
180.
degrees? West is not 180.
West is 270.
Yep, west is 270.
260.
260, exactly. That's
That makes
260 degrees.
sense.
I mean, since we're aligned
You went
perfectly parallel with runway
26.
26, makes pretty good sense that the compass says 26.
Yep.
There you go.
There's my compass rose. Not good at it.
That's okay.
Throttle.
It comes in time.
Runway, check if it is acceptable. It is. We landed on.
Yep. Good abort point would be, you know, hey, if we're not off by that windsock there, we'd probably just want to stay on the ground.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Parking brake, doors, windows, secure. We're gonna go to 2.
Sure.
So swing to the right or left?
Up to you. However you want to figure out how to make, maybe like a question mark type shape would be best, you know, to give yourself plenty of room to turn around here, but you got to
Okay.
make a 180 somehow or another.
I'm gonna go this way.
Sure. Because you can always go one way and then the other way, but however you choose to do it, you just find out what works best for you.
Gonna question mark it. Kind of.
Sure. That's how I would do it. And as we pull up to that runway there, we'll kind of angle ourselves so we can check and see if anybody's on final before we get out onto the runway.
Alrighty.
Haven't heard anybody else on the CTAP this whole time.
I will check that when I stop moving. Or
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, once you stop moving, okay, or you can just do it now. But, or, you know, wait until you stop moving is always a good idea. Yeah, to pull out that squelch and see if, in fact, you got the volume turned up to the right level.
And that was correct.
Yeah, the volume was good. Yeah, just haven't had anybody flying around here. But always, I mean, if you don't hear anybody for a while, always a good idea to check the radio's actually turned on. Or the volume's turned up to, you know, a level you can hear it.
Whoa.
Just killed a butterfly. Good job. You're a murderer.
Well, they gotta move out of my way. Then, think this is about good?
Yeah, if you can see final, then,
I can see final?
yeah, I can see final. I can see base, and looks pretty clear to me.
Lights. Camera. Action.
Yep.
Is there anything I'm forgetting?
Oh, you're forgetting the fuel pump.
Where is that supposed to be in on this?
Downtown island traffic.
that
So from
is
99 is taxiing from the
On the
T-hangars
takeoff
to runway
checklist,
26.
fuel pump on.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So takeoff checklist complete.
Cool.
I don't know where that guy said he was.
Just off your left shoulder on the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna radio call.
Sure.
What runway? Knoxville downtown.
Yep. Runway 26 on the sign right there on your left.
Yep. Knoxville downtown, Skyhawk 19668, ready to depart, runway 26, Knoxville downtown traffic. I didn't say traffic on that first one.
No, that's okay. Instead of ready to depart, because you're kind of like letting everyone know you're ready to go, you could just say departing,
Departing.
because that's what you're actually doing. Yep.
Alrighty. So there is a...
Yep, use all the runway. It's a nice short runway here, so we got a little bit of left crosswind to deal with.
And... good?
All good. Power set, gauges are green, airspeed's alive. Nice, yeah, slowly taking out that aileron, using the rudders to make the airplane go straight.
And...
Rotate, right rudder. Left aileron, right rudder. There you go. Now you can just fly her coordinated.
so... And 1,000.
500 feet, and we'll go 25 squared and make the left crosswind turn.
Knoxville downtown, Skyhawk 19668, left crosswind, runway 26. Knoxville downtown traffic.
Good. Nice job. Right aileron, right rudder. Very nice. Yeah, we can probably turn that left downwind.
Did I say left downwind?
Yep, we'll announce left downwind, and then once we turn our left base, we can announce that we're just departing the traffic pattern northbound.
Okay. Knoxville downtown traffic, Skyhawk 19668, left downwind, runway 26. Knoxville downtown traffic. You said once I get to that base?
Yeah, once you're in
Departing.
a position to turn base, I would just turn your base, but I would,
Departure northbound.
exactly, yep.
Do I have to say departing traffic for runway 26 or departing traffic pattern?
You can just say departing the traffic pattern northbound.
Okay.
You don't have to repeat 26 at this point.
Okay.
Unless you want to tell people where you are in relation to the runway, like left base, departing the traffic pattern northbound. But I would just say departing northbound.
Can I take left base?
Sure.
And then can I say departing?
Yep.
Knoxville downtown, Skyhawk 19668, departing traffic pattern northbound. Skyhawk, or downtown Knoxville traffic.
Good
Shoot.
job. You're good.
They understand, right? We're
Totally.
gonna get into clouds, so
Exactly, so what should you do?
I'm gonna push my nose forward a little bit, and I'm gonna go back to 2-1, right? 2350.
Yep, 21 inches manifold pressure and 2350 RPM.
Stay 500 below. We are heading north.
We're headed north, and you still see those towers off your left there?
Yes, I do.
Good, and we'll stay clear of those. How many feet
Island traffic.
AGL are we right now?
34799 is taxi from the run-up block to
AGL, okay.
runway 26 for departure.
We're at
Left downwind
2,800, so we're at 2,000 AGL.
Cool. What kind of airspace are we in right now?
Ground G, or Class G.
Does G go up to 2,000 feet usually?
No, to 1,200. So
What's
we're in
usually
Class E.
Exactly, good. And what's the cloud clearance requirements around Class E airspace?
1,000 above, 500 below, 2,000 horizontal.
Perfect. Look at that. Nice job.
I study.
You studied. FlyMikeAlpha.com. It's working out for you. Cool. Go ahead and you can take a heading now that we're clear of those towers. Give me a heading about 340.
340.
Yep.
Would you like to stay at 2,000 AGL?
For
'Cause I
now,
kinda- okay.
yeah. I don't see really any options to go above these clouds. And
Oh, you said 340. Sorry. Went a little over.
it's okay.
I was worried
Just
about
bring
my
her on back.
altitude.
Yeah, I don't really see any options to go above these clouds. And checklist, since we skipped the climb checklist.
Are we supposed to be doing that, like, technically when we're in the pattern?
Well, you know,
What
it's
kind
a
of-
busy time, so you do it as you can, you know.
Airspeed 90 to 100. It is a 25-25, which is what we did when we hit 500. Mixture lean is required, so I can start leaning it.
Yeah, the climb checklist could be summarized, as long as you memorize to do the items, you could be summarized like this. Fuel pump off, climb at 90, you know, once you're en route. So above 1,000 feet, go to
Fuel
90 knots to climb and turn the fuel pump off. And
Sorry.
then you can always reference the climb checklist at a later time when you're not so busy.
Can you repeat that? The climb checklist could be sorted.
Yes, summarized as above 1,000 feet, lower the nose for 90, climb at 90,
Okay.
climbing at 25 squared, and fuel pump off.
All right.
Yeah, so once you're
25-25, 1,000 feet, climb at 90, 25-20, fuel pump off.
Yep, exactly, yeah, so above 1,000 feet AGL.
Generally, when you're in a traffic pattern at a non-towered airport, it's nice to announce crosswind, downwind, base, final, every single
Yep,
part.
and even, you know, time and radio congestion allowing, even announcing upwind, because if you think about it, you announce final, you do a touch and go, and it's a long time before you announce that crosswind. So that could be like a minute and a half, 2 minutes before you make any radio calls. So if possible, you'll announce final, and you'll also announce upwind once, you're getting upwind to the runway. But it's workload and frequency congestion dependent, so depending on how busy you are and depending on how busy the frequency is with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, at a minimum, crosswind, downwind, base, final.
Crosswind, downwind, base, final.
Yep. And any other time you feel it's pertinent, like say you just announced downwind and then you feel like somebody else is getting close to you or you don't feel like they know where you're at, you could just announce, okay, now I'm midfield left downwind, or I'm left downwind to beam the numbers, for runway 26. So now they can have a really precise position. It gives you a reason to kind of make another radio call if you feel like somebody's kind of on a collision course with you or they're confused as to where you're at. I'm going to try something here for us to get you a little bit of actual instrument time. So you keep flying the airplane just like you're doing a great job.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and see about talking to approach here and asking for some favors. Knoxville approach, Skyhawk 19668, 10 miles north of Knoxville Downtown Airport, request.
I'm calling off downtown second.
That's Skyhawk 19668, 10 miles north of Knoxville Downtown Airport, 3,000 feet. Request a pop-up IFR clearance up to 6,000, or actually, make that 6,000 feet, just trying to get VFR on top. We'll cancel once on top. Looking for a pop-up clearance direct to the London VOR.
19668, roger. How far do you think you want to be IFR? Do you think another 20 miles or so?
20 miles would be plenty.
Or 668, squawk 0365.
0365, 668. Cool, go ahead and, start climbing for me actually. Go ahead and go to 25 squared and see if you can take me up to 3,500 if we can stay VFR like that for now. You have that pen handy? I might need it. You're hogging all the pens over there.
Sorry.
Air 10668, just radar contact. Let's see, 2 miles northeast of the McGee Tyson Airport. Fairfield to 3000 Knoxville, temperature 3008.
3008 and 3000 checks for Skyhawk 668.
Knoxville departure, Cirrus 6 Kilo Juliet, checking in 1,700 for 3,000, heading 170.
So,
Air 668, you are cleared to the London VOR Lima Oscar Zulu, comma maintain 6,000.
Clear to the London Lima Oscar Zulu, climb maintain 6,000, Skyhawk 668.
PMOT 4922, Atlanta Center 127.85.
Alright, so I need you just to remain this heading, just like that. Climb in 2,000. Yep, so climb in at 25 squares, great. Make sure you're actually at 25 squared. Yep, so a little bit more on the RPM there, perfect. And we're going up to 6,000 feet through the clouds.
through the clouds?
Yes.
Like fly directly through that?
Exactly, yep. Climbing at about, 85, 90 knots.
Okay.
Air 668, say type Cessna.
Type say Cessna 172 for 668.
So this is IFR?
Yeah, so now we have an IFR clearance. Don't worry too much about this stuff. The only reason we're really doing this is to get a little bit different view of what it looks like when you're stuck above clouds. And maybe we'll actually get to go through some clouds, totally find a bus right on through them. And you're going to have to go back to those simulated instrument skills we were working on the other day of looking at the attitude indicator, looking at your altimeter, looking at your HSI or DG. Now, if that's vibrating out on you, why don't you use the friction lock?
Okay. Got it.
Yep. Perfect. Just keeping those wings level, referencing that attitude indicator, referencing that green dot on your HSI there. Just keep scanning. All three of those.
Air 10668, contact Atlanta Center on 133.6.
133.6, 668, good day.
Endeavor 5169, turn right, heading 040. 040,
Endeavor.
I kind of didn't like that.
Oh yeah, you can't really see much, huh?
036, contact Atlanta Center 126.67.
So what happened there is your pitch started getting higher, so you need to keep that in your scan so you realize your pitch doesn't get higher. Your clue was that your airspeed was decreasing. Yep. You're just pulling back, pulling back. Your other clue is your hand's getting heavy. You're pulling back on it like crazy. Atlanta Center, Skyhawk 19668, 5,100 for 6,000. Atlanta Center, Skyhawk 19668, 5,100 for 6,000. Locked again. again, probably.
Center, 35 Juliet Kilo, 14 for 13, where to right now, Phil?
Got a couple call on 2 frequencies. First number 19668 Atlanta Center, Knoxville altimeter 3006.
3006, Skyhawk 19668.
And 35 Juliet Kilo Atlanta Center, Knoxville altimeter 3006. And I understand you're back direct to the field. Thank you.
A little to the left there on that heading node.
Juliet Kilo.
And number 558 Mike Tango Atlanta Center.
And if it gets bumpy or anything like that, again, just focusing on these 3 instruments here are your best friend. Occasionally scanning at the others, but these 3 and always coming back to that attitude indicator.
That's a BC 338 Charlie Mike Atlanta Center. You on the ground at Blairsville, looking to go to.
Expect some little bumps through these clouds here, no big deal.
Hello Atlanta,
Yeah, 6,000 feet what we're looking for, so
going left for a build-up.
we were leveling off at 6,000, right?
Got 3040 Atlanta,
sorry, I
maintains all the
wasn't-
230.
Up to 230, Sky 3040,
So go ahead and level off, as you normally would. 6,000 feet is what we want. Reducing the power, reducing the RPM. There you go.
I didn't like that at all.
Yep, that's why as student pilots, we try to keep you away from clouds, and even as private
Number
pilots,
5
still
Juliet
get your
Kilo,
rating.
going to maintain 1000.
13 down to 11, Juliet Kilo.
You can hear that wind getting louder,
Yep.
you can see yourself descending.
November 377 Sierra Bravo.
So fix it with your yoke, fix it with your yoke, fix it with the attitude for the nose, fix it with the attitude indicator, and then use the trim just to relieve the pressure. Don't try to fly the airplane or control altitude with the trim. You're controlling your altitude with the nose setting and with the yoke.
Center 2589 Atlanta Center, call maintain flight level 180. November 19668, contact Indianapolis Center 124.62.
2462 for 19668, good day. Yep, just keep scanning those instruments, trust those instruments. There you go. That was a little tiny guy. Indy Center, Skyhawk 19668, level 6000, cancel IFR. Pretty sure he said 2462. Maybe we're too far from him.
Flight aircraft on taken.
That was Skyhawk 19668, level 6000, cancel IFR.
19668 Indy Center, Roger, have you on a 6000 for the confirm. You said you want to cancel your IFR?
Yeah, affirmative, sir. We'd like to do VFR at 6,500.
19668, Roger, maintain VFR, remain on this squawk code for VFR advisories, and London altimeter 3006.
3006, Skyhawk 19668. Well, it looks like we're going to be going VFR 8,500 for now.
Number 19668, Roger, maintain VFR, your cancellation of IFR is received.
668.
Envoy 3777, contact Lexington
On up
approach
to
120.15.
8,500?
Yep, that'll keep us clear of these clouds.
Have a good day, Envoy 3777.
Give you a nice smooth ride too. Less exhausting for you.
Oh, the center Sky is 3040, we're out of 18.3 for 230.
So I guess we'll stay on with him. We'll get
Okay,
some
with 40 Indy
advisories,
Center,
right? You know, kind of VFR flight following is what he was telling us. So they don't always call it VFR flight following. In this case, he's calling it, you know, VFR advisories.
Sky with 3040, clear direct Bostic.
Direct box.
But basically what I did, and we can talk about more on the ground when, you know, your brain's got more processing power available for, you know, the English language. Basically, you know, we were down low, we were below the clouds, that's VFR flight. We can go VFR above them, we can go VFR below them. Trouble is going VFR above them by yourself, you might have to get back through them at some point, that'd be really bad. Luckily I'm here to help you.
Sorry, last aircraft.
And so we actually went IFR through them to get above them. And I just wanted you to get a little experience actually flying through a cloud. It's a lot different than flying with the hood on or the goggles.
Yeah.
It's a lot more difficult being in a cloud.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that.
You could have opened your window and reached out and touched the cloud.
You were flying for me.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that next time.
Yeah, can we?
But that, we'll see, we'll see. But that's basically what it's like, you know, except being stuck in there instead of for just, you know, 10 seconds. Imagine it for 10 minutes, and that's why most people die within 2 minutes. They usually lose control of the aircraft within about 2 minutes. If they're not trained for it. But you can train for it, you can practice, and you can do that safely, and that's what your instrument rating is all about. A ways down the road.
3467, we'll see you guys 3040.
I thought it would always be cool to fly through a cloud. Didn't like it at all.
You're like, that looks so cool. Wait, never mind. Not fun.
I don't love that.
Charlie Victor, any center, roger, maintain flight of 19 or 0.
Well, you did good.
Kept
the airplane roughly on the same heading, same altitude, or climbing anyways like you're supposed to. Maintain 6,000 when you're supposed to, so that was good.
Yep, copy that. We got it on the radar. I'll let you know if we need to deviate. Thanks.
Right?
Yeah, maybe, half turn on screw since we've been going up so much since last time we leaned. I would just leave it for, but I'd leave it for now because we are climbing. Once we level off, that's when we're really, truly lean off the EGT. As you're climbing, it's just kind of, off muscle memory or kind of memory of how far this thing's usually sticking out to kind of get in the ballpark just so it's not too much fuel. And yeah, normally we do a 90 for an in-route climb, but up here the air's getting thinner. We're actually moving faster. Our airspeed's higher than 80, because the air's a lot thinner up here. So climbing at 80 is a good climb speed for up here to actually get us still going up. At 90, I don't think we'd have much of a climb rate left.
Because there's less air molecules, and that's...
Exactly. So you're actually going faster. If we were going this speed down low, the airspeed might say 90. But up here it says 80 because there's less air molecules going through the pitot tube as well.
Do you want to have a little weather lesson right now?
Sure.
Maintain
Can you teach me the
3,000,
clouds
proceed
again?
direct text tag.
So what you're looking at right now is a scattered to broken layer of...
November 25 Tango, turn left direct
turn him down a little bit here. So that's a scattered to broken layer of mostly kind of cumulus-ish clouds. Not much vertical development in them. They're not that popcorny, and they're more streaked sideways than anything. You can tell the wind's strong. We obviously have a headwind right now. There's some wind blowing up here. So out to our right, you can see there's a lot more vertical development on those guys. There's a lot more popcorn-shaped stuff. A lot more vertical development in them, and those are nasty, going to be bumpy. Those are cumulus clouds that are rising, and once rain starts falling out of them, they call them cumulus nimbus clouds. So yeah, the stuff down below us could be some little bit of bumpiness to fly through it. It can easily seal up and close up below you, so you want to be careful you don't get stuck on top. These holes can go away pretty quick and can turn into a more solid broken to an overcast layer. The ones on the right and the one far right there is totally a big thunderstorm. It's growing up there, and you can see the anvil top kind of as it's starting to bend over.
Yeah.
These ones up ahead here, those are more cirrus type clouds, wispy, thin.
Yep.
Not much of a concern really.
Okay.
Very little bumps if you flew through them, but likely you wouldn't even get that high to them. It's the little puffy ones that are problematic for us.
Okay.
And this might have started today more as like a stratus layer, is what it kind of looks like. It might have started as like a solid overcast stratus layer down low, and then slowly got shifted and rose as the wind was blowing it, and the sun was heating the ground, and that's what it kind of looks like to me. Like when we were looking at the hotel room this morning, it was very overcast, cloudy, kind of low stratus hanging layer, and then eventually developed and broke up into these tinier, puffier little clouds, more cumulus type clouds.
Okay.
Yep. So what we're watching for is these cumulus clouds to grow and turn into the popcorn shapes that start to grow vertically, like we can see there at about 2 o'clock, and like we see out here at 3 o'clock. Want to be really aware of that. If they start to grow like that, you want to stay away, because those go up really high and lots of turbulence, and they become thunderstorms. There's rain and hail and all sorts of bad things. Flying on top of these guys, again, if you're a student or private pilot without an instrument rating, wouldn't recommend it because there's no way for you to really get down through these. We'll have to probably get a Pop 5 bar clearance again to get down legally. And that'll be cool because they'll give you a little more time in the clouds. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. So we're going to say Sky 19668 request cancel flight following and frequency change.
Cancel flight following, frequency change.
Request cancel flight following and frequency change.
Contact tower 119.1.
Cancel flight following, frequency change.
And frequency change, but...
Request
or you could say
flight following.
Navy Hotel X-ray 372.
So you could say request frequency change and cancel flight following.
3415 for 372.
Let's try that.
Thank you.
Bring in frequency change and request.
Army 24540, traffic 11 o'clock, 20 miles. Pierce southbound, type altitude unknown.
So I think this
Army
is...
Request frequency
24540,
change
turn
and
left heading
cancel flight
045.
following.
Yep.
Sweet.
And then he's going to say...
Citation 2 Juliet Sierra, descend to maintain 3,200, fly
What's he
heading
gonna say?
270.
Okay,
Give us back a frequency and...
He's not going to give you a frequency, no. It's going to be the same thing we were talking about before
Last
last night. Yep. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Yep.
UPS 32, correction, UPS 327,
Exactly.
heavy license and approach.
He might
license
say,
altimeter 3002.
Maintain
Just
squawk
maintain
VFR. Frequency change
9,000.
approved. Which means the same thing. Maintain VFR and squawk VFR. Frequency change approved. Maintain VFR means maintain visual flight rules, means don't go through the clouds.
Squawk VFR.
Yep, so it's just, your response is going to be squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Alright. Lexington approach?
Yep.
Lexington approach, Skyhawk 19668, request frequency change and cancel flight following.
Who's requesting to cancel flight following?
Cancel flight following.
Skyhawk
Okay,
19668.
Okay, sorry. Cancel flight following 668.
November 19668, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved 668.
Cool. Yep, 1200 in there. He said who's calling or who's requesting that.
Did he not
UPS
hear me?
327
Yeah,
heavy,
he just
descend
didn't
to
hear your call
maintain
sign, so all you
8,000.
have to do is repeat your call sign once, and that's it.
Oh.
Southwest 466, Lexington approach, Lexington altimeter 3002, descend to maintain 8,000.
He just said who was that, basically. And then you said cancel flight following or something like that. You wanted to say who. You want to answer his question. You said who was
November
that?
25 Tango,
It's me.
4 miles front,
Skyhawk
G, maintain
19668.
3,000, cleared.
It's me.
RNAV
It's
runway
me.
30
Yeah.
approach
Cool.
at
All right.
Danville Airport.
So now let's go ahead and, like you had said, there's a frequency there for Louisville Radio.
Louisville Radio.
Citation 2 Juliet Sierra, turn right heading
over the Madison
310.
RCO on 122.3, so let's go ahead and dial up that frequency.
November 4 Delta Charlie, Lexington departure, radar
That one,
contact,
right?
continue.
Yep. Now, COM 1.
November 456 Sierra Papa, turn left heading 090, vector for sequence.
2, 3.
Cool. And so this is Louisville Radio over the Madison RCO on 122.3. This is flight service.
Okay.
And we call them Louisville Radio. And it's going to be as simple as Louisville Radio, Skyhawk 19668. Your position. You're currently 5 miles west of Lucas Airport.
Lucas?
Private.
Okay.
Yep, 5 miles west of Lucas.
Level at 8,500.
Transmitting and receiving 122.3 over the Madison RCO.
Oh no. 5 miles west. Louisville Radio. Louisville what?
Yep, Louisville Radio.
Skyhawk 19668. 5 miles west of Lucas Airport. Transmitting and receiving 122.3. RCO. What is RCO?
Remote communications outpost.
Okay.
Or outlet, actually. Not outpost, sorry. Remote communications outlet. So it's basically just an antenna located at that airport, or in that area.
Alright.
Yep. So Louisville Radio, Skyhawk 19668, west of the Lucas Airport, 8,500 feet, transmit and receiving 122.3 over the Madison RCO. And
Alright.
he's going to come back and say, what do you need? And you're going to say, I would like the NOTAMs for the Madison Airport, IMS.
I would like the notes for IMS.
Yep, Madison Airport, IMS.
Got it. Louisville Radio.
Louisville Radio.
Louisville Radio, Skyhawk 19668, 5 miles west of Lucas Airport, 8,500, transmitting and receiving 122.3 over Madison RCO.
And aircraft calling Louisville Radio, say again, call sign.
Skyhawk 19668.
Skyhawk 19668, Louisville Radio, is that what you said?
Affirmative, 668.
And Skyhawk 19668, Louisville Radio, what can I do for you?
Sorry, can we get NOTAMs for IMS 668?
And number 668, say again your current location.
5 miles west of Lucas Airport. 668.
And November 668, you keep getting cut out by another aircraft. I'm hearing 5 miles west. 5 miles west of where?
5 miles west of Lucas Airport. 668.
And November 668, what's the identifier for that airport?
79 Kilo Yankee.
79 Kilo Yankee. 668. We're about.
And November 668, don't have any air mets along that route of flight. There is convective segment outlook up by the destination, India Mike Sierra. Details available upon request. For additional route, actually, the convective outlooks for the entire route. Details available upon request. For additional route weather, contact flight service 122.2. Pilot weather reports requested, and the current conditions at India Mike Sierra, winds on the automated report 240 at 4. Visibility 10, 2,400 scattered, 3,500 scattered, temperature 30, dew point 25, their altimeter 3001, and the current altimeter at Lexington 3002. Is there anything else I can get for you?
NOTAMs for...
The NOTAMs at IMS 668.
And November 668, only NOTAMs at India Mike Sierra are the Golf Victor Romeo DME is out of service, and there is an unlit tower 2.7 southeast of the airport, 310 feet above the ground, or 762 MSL.
That's all. Thank you very much.
That's all. Thank you so much. 668.
And November 668, have a good flight.
Cool. Good. Talk to flight service. Good job. That was half-hearted. There we go. Yeah, so pretty good overall. Just listen to what he's saying, try to digest it, and somebody else was stepping on you, which made it a little more difficult. But overall, not so bad. You're just giving a rough idea where you're at. Not that it's not crazy super important to tell them exactly where you're at, because you have told them that you're transmitting and receiving over 122.3 on the Madison RCO, so at least he'll talk to you on the right frequency. And then from there, the only reason he really wants to know your position and altitude is to give you any sort of pertinent weather, any air mits, sigments, things like that might be affecting us on our route. No NOTAMs, no runway closures, nothing like that over at IMS, so that's good. And yeah, overall sounds pretty good. Light winds, what he was saying, I wrote it down for you, 240 at 4. Good visibility, 2,400 scattered. Temperatures hot, and dew points roughly hot 2. 30 and 25. 3001 on the altimeter.
3001.
At the airport, 3002 in this area. What he was telling you, Lexington, where we're at right now is 3002.
Okay.
But looking good. Cool. I just wanted to be able to get you a chance to talk to him before we head back down.
I also don't know, I guess, correct terminology with...
If you don't know the right word to say, just say something, Something's better than nothing. And don't try to make it fancy or use, crazy pilot talk or whatever. Just get your point across. Hey, I'm around here and I'd like to know if there's any NOTAMs or anything that's important to know about. I'm going to go land over at Madison later on.
Okay.
That's all you're really trying to get out of the guy. I mean, yeah, there's a proper way to say it, and I wrote down for you and all that fancy stuff. But at the end of the day, you get a hold of the guy, you dial in 22.3. Hey, anybody home there trying to reach Louisville radio? Talking to you guys on 22.3 over the Madison RCO. Anybody there? Cool, you're there. Hey, this is where I'm at right now, man, and I want to go land at ISM or IMS. Can you tell me if there's anything I need to know, like any NOTAMs or anything bad weather? All right, appreciate it. Just like you talk to a buddy.
So at this point, I thought it might be best to go ahead and call and get another pop-up IFR clearance to try to get back down through the clouds, get Carli a little bit more time in actual IMC in the clouds. And, of course, approach was super busy, and so we ended up just kind of deciding to do it on our own. The clouds were opening up, there were some bigger holes, there were some legal holes that we could go through, and, hey, it's also a good experience, too, to actually show her, hey, this is how you can go down through a hole. It's not the best thing to do, definitely don't want to ever plan on doing this, don't want to pick up any bad habits, but if you find yourself in a situation where you have to descend down through a hole, understand that they always look a lot bigger than they really are.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
Number 25 Delta Sierra. Like
It's funny that like I said request, and it took him like what 2 or 3 minutes to get back to us, which is cool. He remembered, you know, he probably wrote it down. He's just busy. I don't want to make the poor guy even busier with asking for a pop 5R. We got a big hole up here that'll work for us. That's legal, you know. Legally, how wide does the hole have to be legal?
4,000.
Yeah, at least 4,000. Yeah, about a mile. So I think we got one that's up there that'll work for us, and we can circle down around through it. It'll work out. Yeah. Not what you're really supposed to be doing. Don't pick up any bad habits, but I just wanted to get you on top because it's a lot. You'd be exhausted after the last hour and a half of getting bounced around down there.
Yeah.
It'd be real bumpy down there, real hot.
What do you say? Just go through that or no?
You can go through that stuff, you know, wherever it's the biggest, widest opening, and then circle and turn and try to avoid those clouds. I mean, you saw how easy it was to fly, you know, 20 feet to the left of a cloud, and how difficult it was to fly 20 feet inside of a cloud. You know, made all the difference in the world being in it or just a little bit out of it. So, you know, try to maintain 2,000 feet horizontal like, you know, the rule says. Most importantly, don't go in the cloud. And, you know, feel free to make 30-degree, 40-degree banks to stay away from clouds. And, you know, with such a wide area that's open, 30 degrees bank would be plenty to stay clear of it.
Cool.
But yeah, we'll step on down to 6,500 and see where that puts us at. Looks like there might be another shelf of clouds out there. And see this haze layer, this darker layer here? That is the temperature inversion.
Okay.
So we're just below it. So there's probably a temperature inversion roughly where these clouds are, you know, usually just right at the cloud layer is where the bumps and stuff stop and get smooth. But as we get below this other haze layer here, it may pick up some bumps, then as we get down below the clouds, we'll pick up a lot more bumps.
Gonna shoot through that little opening.
Sure, perfect. It's actually kind of good practice, you know, to being able to do this, especially with me sitting here, but you know, try to shoot through an opening, so if you ever did get stuck on top of the clouds, you can figure out what it's like shooting through an opening.
A bug.
Yeah, you just killed the bug on the windshield. But it's usually not what you expect, right? You know, you usually think, oh, I'm going to make it right through that opening, and you wind up way overshooting it, or you try to turn through a hole, and the turn winds up being a lot wider than you thought it would be. Easiest way to get through a tight space is just slow the airplane down. You know, you slow down to 65, 70, it's a lot better than trying to do 110, making a turn. You make your turns a lot tighter, use a lot less area, but you're fine at this speed for what we're doing.
I'm supposed to be slower?
No, I was just saying if you had like a really tight hole you were trying to navigate through, being slower would help, but you're fine. What you doing?
Would you like to listen?
Yeah, let's go ahead and listen to that weather, see if anything's changed. I'll write it down for you. Yep, just carefully don't blow out your eardrums. Remember, we have to pull that knob out, set an appropriate volume level, and we also have to do something up here too, right?
Oh, I thought you didn't have to move that.
Well, something on this panel.
Pushed.
There you go. Yep.
It popped back out. All right.
Weather observation 1, 8, 3, 4, weather, wind 2, 0, visibility 1, 0, 4,000 feet,
Cool, let's go ahead and get rid of that. There you go. Alright, so you got winds 240 at 4, wind visibility 10, ceiling 3,200 scattered, temperature 32, very hot, 2.24, altimeter 3000. Now, I would check your RPM there. It's at 2450. Probably no need for it to be there. Probably pull it back to 2350. 2300. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Now some information about Madison would be a good time to get, right? Like what kind of runways we got there. So you have one runway.
Oh, 321?
Yep, you got runway 321. What's the CTAF frequency?
21 and 1230.
Yep. So we can dial that up and start listening, see who's around the area. What did we say we were going to use for traffic pattern altitude?
1,800.
Sure, 1,800. So maybe we could overfly it at what altitude?
2,300.
Perfect. Awesome. So yeah, you can take me all the way down 2,300.
2,300?
Yep. Basically, I want you to go ahead and pick a heading that'll take you roughly towards the airport.
Where? Yeah, we need to go over there.
Yeah, just take a heading that'll take you towards the airport. Go ahead and bug that heading. Awesome. And yeah, take me to the airport. Let me know when you get there.
Got it.
So looking at the airport environment, right? You have an airport, you have a town to the right, you have a town to the left, you have a river, and there's kind of like a bend in the river, right? There's like a bend in the river.
Yep.
There's some power lines. And probably if you find those power lines as you cross over top the river, you'll be able to see the airport.
I know I saw power lines as we were turning.
Okay, yeah, I see a big cut through there that looks like power lines. But we're looking for power lines in the river, and it's kind of like this bend in the river. Power lines go across and pretty much right towards the airport. I'll tell you now, you're about 10 miles out, so you probably make a radio call.
What airport? Oh, Madison?
Yep.
To the south?
Well, you tell
No.
me. Just look here. Look at your tail, right? What is that?
2-1 to the east.
Oh, I'd say that's southeast, right?
Alright, southeast.
Yep.
10 miles?
10 miles, yep.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, 10 miles southeast of the airport. Madison traffic. I should have said flight altitude.
Could have said your altitude, could have said what you're going to do. Because you're 10 miles southeast of the airport, but they have no idea which way you're going or what your intentions are. So you could have said 10 miles southeast of the airport, we'll overfly the field at 2,300.
Okay, river's there.
Cool, so there's a river, there's a power plant, probably some power lines. We're going to cross over the river and see the airport, right?
Yeah.
So what we would like to say is Madison traffic, Skyhawk 668, 8 miles southeast of the airport at 2,300. We'll join the left downwind on the 45 for runway 21. Madison traffic. Lets everyone know you're going to do that nice 45-degree traffic pattern entry to left downwind to runway 21.
Okay.
And also lets them know that you're going to be coming from 2,300 down to 1,800 at some point in the future. It's funny, that little push talk button's kind of like a memory dump, isn't it? You know exactly what you're going to say until you hit the button, and then it's like hitting the delete key. And it's just kind of like, what was I supposed to say?
Yeah.
That's okay. It's kind of normal.
There's the river. There's the bend.
Cool.
Building green traffic,
See the power lines?
100 Charlie Juliet, 15 miles to the east. We're doing left traffic runway 21 for a full stop.
Cool.
Wait,
Rolling
no.
green.
No.
Don't see the power lines. Okay.
I see them down to the right.
Okay.
And down to the left.
Sure.
Am I supposed to see some in front of me?
You're supposed to see some that are crossing the river, and then you're supposed to follow them across the river, and that'll lead you towards the airport. Is what we saw on the sectional chart.
Like that?
Sure. And the biggest thing to remember is you had set your heading bug to a heading that you thought would get you to the airport. Oh, so I wouldn't mess with it too much.
You wouldn't?
You want it as a reference so that if you find yourself 30, 40, 50 degrees off that heading, 90 degrees off that heading, you know you're going totally the wrong direction. You know, that heading was going to work 15 miles out, it should still work 5 miles out. You know, as long as you haven't gotten too far off there, the winds haven't changed too much down here. You always want to return to that baseline that you knew that about a 310 heading or 315 heading was going to get you generally in the right area. Cool, you're 4 miles from the airport now. You can go ahead and let them know that you're 4 miles to the southeast, 2,300, and you're going to join the left downwind for runway 21 on the 45.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, 4 miles southeast at 2,300, going to enter the left downwind for runway 23 in the 45. Madison traffic.
Cool, I like that one. And then you know that you're landing runway 21 even though you said 23.
Oh, shoot.
But that was actually a really good radio call. It was.
There's
I'll
someone
take
in the
it.
area, though.
There's no one in the area, you said?
No, I thought someone was in the area entering something on the left.
Yeah. Now, we don't want to enter 500 feet above traffic pattern altitude, right? We want to enter at traffic pattern altitude, so we're pretty high now. So let's go ahead and come on down. See the airport?
Yep.
Perfect.
Nope.
Let's keep a close eye out for traffic here. Make sure we're not cutting in on anybody because we're a little higher than we like to be. And make sure you don't cut in on yourself. Yeah, start that turn onto the left downwind whenever you're ready. You'll arrest the descent at 1,800, and by about the time you roll out and are at 1,800, it'll almost be about time to start doing your before landing flow.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, left base, runway 21, Madison traffic.
Are you on
I'm
a left
climbing.
base, or?
No, I'm not doing well.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
No, I'm frustrated.
You're about to turn a left base, so that works.
Nope, that was too much.
Okay, you're good. Yep. 10 degrees of flaps, looks good. Take your time, relax. Not in a rush.
Hi.
And now the most important thing to hear focus on is just your speed. Your speed and if you're high or low, that's all.
Do I announce left base?
Sure, go ahead and announce left base. That's where we're at.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, left base, runway 21, Madison traffic.
Very nice. Final's clear, looking good.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, final runway 21, Madison traffic.
Yeah, try to get back over to that center line there. Nice, yep, get those 30 degrees of flaps in there. Perfect. Good, just keep looking at that runway, focusing towards the end.
Caution, about 1 minute to skydiving, 11,000 and below, Middletown.
Nice relaxed grip on that yoke. Let the airplane kind of talk to you in your fingertips there. Looking good. This is great.
You think I'm high or on gold? Oh, I barely see the poppies. Okay.
I think you're good, maybe just a smidge high, but you'll come down here soon. Just keep that nose low, keep that 70 knots in there. Good, yep, taking a little bit of power out, nice job. Maybe a little more power out. Good, look down that runway. About 20 feet, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. There we go, right rudder. A little bit of right aileron if you're using that right rudder to hold that right wing down so the airplane doesn't want to tip on you. Nice job. That was all you, I didn't touch anything.
You didn't?
Didn't touch a thing.
You did. Okay, we're gonna have the back taxi.
Oh, there's actually a little taxiway to turn off coming up here that we can go ahead and grab. Nicely done. I don't think you probably didn't even realize that you had a little bit of right crosswind. Yes, you could have a little right crosswind input in there. Last minute glance at the windsock can kind of tell you that.
I ballooned a little bit, right?
You did balloon a little bit.
Because I was fast, I had a lot of energy coming to the ground.
Yeah, but that's okay. You worked it out. You made sure you didn't keep ballooning. You kind of went to 1 and then back to 2 feet, and then you came back down and you held that attitude. It worked good. As you were ballooning, as you were working that energy out of there, that's when the crosswind really started to take effect on you and started to pull you off to the side. Just a little bit of right wing down can help that, and a little bit of left rudder to make the nose go straight, or whatever rudder it takes to make the nose go straight. But nicely done. I didn't touch a thing.
Madison traffic, Skyhawk 19668, clear of runway 21, Madison traffic.
Overall, a pretty productive first leg of the day, going from Knoxville downtown to Madison Airport there in Indiana. Now that we're on the ground here, it's time to check some weather, look over some things, take a little break, get some water, de-stress a little bit, and debrief inside, and then get back in the airplane. And on part 2 of day 2, we will take you guys from Madison, doing a little bit of pattern work around there, kind of honing in some of Carli's skills, and then proceeding on up to Lafayette, Indiana, to the home of Purdue University, to overnight there before making our way